Good morning, America. This is Dr. Turi from the Arizona with another interesting video and more predictions for you. So first, thank you very much for being here. The numbers are growing drastically. I'm very happy. Looks like if my message is finally getting some places. All right, so if you took the time to read March 31st, SOS to the World Deadly Window, it is simply impossible for anyone who can read English, someone who has enough critical thinking to deny the veracity of my vision. Sad enough, the majority of people, including the Secret Service, which I reached not long ago, and the police force, of course, they are not willing or not able to make good use of my cosmic gifts and help me to save their lives or innocent people's lives in the process. So we are really fast moving into a unique, shocking, unusual window, which will take place on April the 7th. So what am I expecting then? Well, you have the quatrain, you have the obvious keywords. It's all about abnormal news, shocking news, mind-boggling news, news from the cosmos, anything to do with airplane, sudden release of energy, earthquakes at or above 6.0. It's all there for you. That's why it's always critical for you to click on the link and read the rest of the story. The last window that had the same energy produced the royal family that were in crisis because the explosive interview that took place with the royal, with Meghan. And even the word bombshell was used, the bombshell interview. This is part of my keywords. How can anyone deny such an incredible, realistic forecast when it's there, dated, published on my YouTube videos, in my newsletters, on some radio shows? Now, to refresh your memories, we are still, while we are moving really fast into a new shocking window, we are still into this deadly Plutonic window. And today, okay, it's what, a day or two after the date that I gave you, 4 people, including a child, were killed in a mass shooting in California. Now, that is not dramatic death news. I don't know what is death news all about. And we are all talking right here, right now, right into the window about Derek Chauvin, his trial in the death of George Floyd. Right here, right now. During that window, the same type of window that led all these crazy people to invade the US Capitol. And you could see all these people being totally infected, totally reptilians infected, emotional, deadly, all in the name of a president who was leading them there. But karma exists. Karma is real. Karma is unavoidable, not only for the president, but for whomever has promoted lies, conspiracy. No one will be able to escape the 2021 and 2022 Scorpius Draconis. And that includes, of course, coast to coast, knowing that they didn't want me to mention that Trump was going to lose the election. And of course, COVID-19 was very real and deadly. You know the story if you watch some of my videos, my friend. What else do we have? If I always tell you, during this timing, be ready, the cops will be killed, or the cops will kill innocent people. This dramatic on national TV trial was Derek Chauvin about George Floyd took place during one of those windows. But it's only if you check and watch my videos that you will realize it's real. A former Oklahoma officer has been found guilty of murdering his police chief. Can you read police news, police dramatic news. The police will be affected directly. Crazy infected people will kill innocent people or kill its own kind, the cops. Texas Highway Patrol trooper dies after being shot trying to help a driver. Police news during my windows. Cause of Tiger Wood crash indeterminate but did not detail yet to be released publicly. Secret will come to light. This guy was drunk as high, and he was as high as the sky. Man accused of beating girlfriend to death with rock on beach. If that is not reptilius infected, I don't know what reptilius infected is, my friend. And I took another chance. I went to the FBI, many of their private side, and I said, be ready for dramatic news. Cops being called, terrorism, death, drama, secret to light. Exactly what you read. Did anyone budge yet? No, they are unable or they are unwilling, which makes the situation much worse, to deal and learn from me. But that's okay. As long as you are curious, as long as you understand what I'm trying to say, as long as you understand God, cosmic design, and Jesus' initial ministry, we start and finish with astrology for your information, you're safe with me. And that's why you come back. And for that, I thank you. SpaceX Mars rocket prototype explode. How many times did you hear that? Oh my God. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk did confirm the explosion on Twitter, though, saying at least the crater is in the right place. But what is not in the right place, Mr. Elon Musk, is where you put your money when Mother Earth shows so many signs of stress. And when underprivileged human beings are struggling just to feed their children, that's not in the right place. Oh, because you think one day men are going to go on Mars. Are you joking? Never, ever in a million years will men pass the moon orbit, maybe to go on space, the International Space Station. 200 miles, my friend, after trillions and billions and quadrillions of dollars being wasted by those who have too much money, who don't care about us, who don't care about those who can barely make a living. All they're trying to do is to bring their kind up there, the space station, or maybe the moon, so that they can give a good look to Mother Earth, whatever will be left of Mother Earth if we go in this way and we don't stop. Just trying to make more money by bringing his kind. No you, no me. We could never afford a trip out there, but those who have plenty peseta who are willing to do that. Where is justice? Where is reality? Where is your human side? Where is your caring side, Mr. Elon Musk? And all those billionaires out there who die leaving billions of dollars to a dog. I love animals. My gosh, do I love animals. And I take care of them since they took care of me. Or you, during your past life, with the Mayan, the disappeared civilization, the Incas, the Sumerian. We all have past life with disappeared civilization. We didn't have McDonald's then. That's why we had to skin and cook and kill those animals. And that's why we have to pay respect for those animals. But you have to be a total moron to leave 10, 15 million or 20, 30, 50 million to a dog or a cat. But it does happen. That's to tell you what's going on up here, when this money can be used for so much better things to those who are healthy and alive, or those who are sick and needs to be healthier and alive. I just don't know. I'm struggling to reach the world by offering a critical, priceless wisdom that can save lives. Instead, I see this money being wasted in so many explosions for the so-called Mars. Pursue it. Again, your kids, the kids of your kids would never, ever go on Mars. This is as deceiving as the Bible. which were written and written and edited a million times. That's why it's like 10 feet, 10 pounds heavier. God never came down and made no books. God made the stars, and he has enslaved every one of us to look the sign, to look for the answers to what it means to be human. God created the stars in the heaven for more than the sake of beauty. Remember, he gave them to us for interpretation so that we may lead a safer, more productive life, not for NASA or rich suckers who have too much time and too much money to waste in a big, big firework. Billions and trillions of dollars, and we are 200 miles above the earth. When are they going to learn to invest on Mother Earth? This is our only spaceship. And while she shows a hell of a lot of stress, nothing is done in the right direction. And I wish my school were just today replacing every single church that you have, which is a bank, by the way, because you're going to see those churches very beautifully designed only on a very, very rich area, okay, where they can act as banks and deceive more and more people into a dogmatic, archaic teaching that brings nothing to humanity but conflict, because religion has killed more people than all the wars, all the disease, and all the viruses combined together, my friends. That's where you're at. The stars, that's where it is. Remember those three kings following the stars that you read in the Bible? Wait a minute here. They changed the words from three kings to three wise men. Wise men were astrologers. They knew, and they could only follow a star when it's plotted in a map, unless they built turbocharged camel 2,000 years ago. You can't follow the stars. They knew a man was going to be born. A man had to be born because a very specific set of stars into the energy of Sagittarius and Pisces, which regulate the codification of thought, higher learning, higher teaching. They knew a man had to be born and benefit from those stars. Okay? And next thing you know, I guess Jesus popping out of the Virgin Mary. That star was nothing else than the draconic ship. Okay? Artificial insemination. There goes Jesus, the leader of the new age 2,000 years ago, the age of Pisces. Sad enough, all those information were cast aside, manipulated, changes, because only the clergy had the money, the organization, the pen and the paper to make notes. And us, we had to work for those suckers. So they give us the 10 Commandments. It's much more than that. My friend, Google Dr. Turi, Pope Francis. Go and see the popes being taught astrology by the Vatican Council. Go and see the pictures of the popes being enthroned under the sign of Leo, the king. Go and see the pictures of the dragon and all the sign of the zodiac all over the Vatican. That tells you what they have buried in their 75 miles of secret library. And here goes Dr. Turi trying to help you. My friend, if that wisdom is not back in our college university and accepted as a solid discipline like it used to be, okay, with every all disappeared civilization, this world's not going to make it. It's critical that you help me. You pass on this work. Help me to reach the age of Aquarius, the age of unification, because you can be any religion or any race. You have a dragon, you have a sun sign, you have a moon sign, you have a Mercury location, a Saturn, a Venus location. So astrology unified. That's why the world of Aquarius is all about humanitarianism. Why religion split. ISIS will kill you because you don't believe in their specific religion, in their caliphate. Religion split and kill. It was set by the reptilians this way. It took away Jesus' initial chemistry to introduce humanity to our Father in the heavens. What did Jesus have in mind? The essence of the 12 apostles that represent the 12 months of the year, the 12 hours of the day, the 12 sins, the 12 jury, the 12 tribe of Israel, the 12 notes of music, the 12 signs of the zodiac, and including in the Occident, there are 12 animals. The bull, the tiger, the rat. I'm a tiger. The dog, the cat. All this wisdom is gone. So now they dance with a dragon once a year. No, that's why I wrote a book, The Power of the Dragon. Most of all, your subconscious, oh my God, the power that resides in your subconscious is absolutely incredible. This is where a young woman will lift a car with one hand, a 1,000-pound car with one hand because a baby went under it. The information that are buried in your subconscious are priceless, but it is the area of the human experience which is so subtle, so mysterious. At 71 years old, I had time to delegate those forces. And from hell to heaven, I became because of my thought. And when I tell you your future is nothing else than the reincarnation of your thought, my good friends, you need to pay attention to the depth of this sentence. Put your hand on my book, Beyond the Secret. Do yourself a favor. Understand the forces of your subconscious. Think of a bag again. Like I said to all my students and all my clients, think of a bag. If you got something in a bag, you're not going to go in the bag. You're too big. You're going to put your hand in the bag. And you see the fingers? That's me. That's you. That's all the human being. That's all of us. All of you. But you realize you're connected to your body, to God, to you, because you have been made in the image of God, which means you know it or not, you like it or not, you are God and goddesses in training on this dense physical world, learning to create your reality. Let me give you an example. Watch. What was this 100 years ago, 50 years ago? What was that? Let me tell you what it was. Nothing. But it's there today. What is the city you live in? Paris, New York, Washington, D.C., 2,000-3,000 years ago. Nothing. Yet they're here. But you've got your bills to pay. You've got your insurance to pay, college education to pay for your food, worry about your insurance, worry about everything. You have forgotten that you are a human being, but you are a little bit more than made of blood, flesh, and bone. You have an incredible power. You have the essence of the Creator in you. Yet you do not know because too much around you. And then the scientist who tells you astrology is a sort of science, they think they're going to fix everything with mathematics. And all the religious fanatics, they're going to think they're going to fix everything with the Bible or the Quran. No, it is not there. God never came down with no books. And it is because of those educated idiots who are atheists, okay, who have changed God, the cosmic design, Jesus' initial ministry, which is astrology, because they have changed that. This is where you are today, in this complete, entire, chaotic, dangerous, deadly world. That's where you're in. That's where you're at. So when I propose you to help me fulfill the age of Aquarius and bring everybody back into supreme wisdom, cosmic consciousness, understand God cosmic design, follow Jesus' initial ministry, speaking to us through the signs, the 12 apostles, remember? Then the promise of happiness, security, love, integrity, beauty, education will be ours. Until then, you will never, ever stop those killings, children committing suicide, cops killing each other, or cops being killed by innocent people, or crooks killing cops. We will never, ever stop this nightmare. And that's where I'm coming from. And for that, I should not be badly judged or thought as an egocentric, because I'm very confident of my wisdom. At 71 years old, I had time to learn, my good friends. And that's all I want to do, is to pass it on to you. And it's free. So if you don't like me, ask yourself, my good friend, what did you give the world today? And you wonder why I've got it all and you got nothing? Karma is real. So be part of the solution, my good friend. Okay? Pass on my wisdom. Be prepared for the next window. It's going to be shocking. It's going to be unusual. It's going to be weird. And if you want to see UFOs, maybe it's not a good idea just yet, because the reptilians are going to be much more active than the draconis. I can't tell you why just yet. Now, when you face me, you'll understand me. Now, remember, there is a big difference between a Nostradamus Dragon forecast for 2021 or whatever, and a $350 or $700 reading. So make sure your expectations are met for what you need. I cannot serve the masses one at a time, even though I'm supremely loaded with work. I get the time to take care of you if you have order reading. Be patient. God has a plan for you, for me. And when we meet, it'll be the right timing for that very specific reason. And it all will be explained when we do that compressed file on Zoom live. All right, my good friend, we come now at the end of this video. All I'm going to ask you again is make sure, please make sure to share this video. Help me to reach people. And like always, to those who have been patient, I'm going to put up a card to represent the type of energy that's ahead of us. Good luck to you guys. Let's see what the universe says. The man opening the mouth of a lion. Remember Leo? Leo was France. Leo was Italy. That's why we say French are romantic. It affects our language. We are nations of lovers and artists. The forces of the sun is with you as you watch those videos. The forces of light are with you. You have the power to open the mouth of a lion if you pay attention to my cosmic teaching. Well, this is an interesting, beautiful card. Even though that this window is going to be a little bit disruptive, it's going to bring a light to a hell of a lot of people. God bless of you, and we talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.